It's your boy Coach MUEL. I'm official like a referee with a whistle. I just damn near blew my eardrums out, but that's okay. And you guys just saw the social proof. You saw me work out and just yap. And the first way in which I got ripped, and the first way that you guys can also start to embody health and wellness for yourself, is by stop being greedy. This one trait, this one value is ultimately going to help you across the board, but it is one that is harder to overcome because we've been trained and we're being marketed to every single second of our days, you know, from birth up until now. From the moment you got a phone, they were marketing to you about McDonald's, and especially if you're kids, or if you are on social media right now, or if you were as a kid, I know you remember seeing a good meal and then asking your mom for it. Even in a recent YouTube video that I was watching, I don't know if you guys know Peaks 100, but his son said he saw Olive Garden on TikTok and then asked his dad and begged him to go get it, right? So it's not just the everyday people, you know, your favorite content creators, even myself, can be easily marketed towards. And that's the reason why I stay off social media. Now, staying off social media does allow me to overcome greed easier and not fall into the marketing traps, but I still succumb, and oftentimes I still fall victim to the marketing, right? To the ads, to the ways and the loyalty points that allow you to get something for free, right? Doesn't that incentivize you? Doesn't that gamify eating and gamify greed? And then greed is not only with food, but that is the one we're focusing on with this specific PowerPoint, this specific presentation. Greed can be with anything. You can be greedy for sex. You can be greedy for alcohol. You can be greedy for all these different things. But where we want to start, and why I started number one with overcoming my greed, is because that helped me do the other things, right? This was me back in the day. Big man, yeah, that's me. You feel me? Back in the day, in another story time, go watch that story time where I was talking about me being the GOAT and talk about my journey through like Pee-wee football, through JV basketball. And I was telling you guys how after the game, I would just get a nice meal, get a little cheesesteak, get some McDonald's, get a burger, some chicken nuggets, and be straight. Like, I wasn't really trying to be the best athlete ever. I don't know if you are. As a young athlete, I didn't care much, and I didn't have the awareness that I wanted to go anywhere. And honestly, that wasn't an option for me, because when you are an athlete or when you have potential, a lot of people will groom you to become great. Or let's say, for example, you have a former athlete in your family, like your mom or your dad or your uncle, who are heavily involved in your life. They may influence you toward a specific sport. Now, I was influenced towards basketball, but I wasn't given the guidance necessary to be successful. Now, that's not my fault, because a lot of kids, they take what they got and they take what they have and they make it work. But for me, I had my basic needs met. I had food on the table, as you see. You feel me? I was out there fishing. I was with my grandmama, my nana. You feel me? She had us eating good. All my needs were met. I wasn't hungry. I didn't need basketball to be my savior and take me out the hood. I was straight. And so I just kept rocking with the food. I'd come home from the game. I'd eat me a cheeseburger. I'd eat me a McDonald's, you feel me? And I would be satisfied. Whatever, Burger King, all that. Fast food, Wendy's, whatever y'all like, me too. And I still do, but I'm able to overcome my greed and limit that. And the way that I was able to overcome it is by working out every day. And working out every day, doing those quick workouts, as you guys saw before, they allowed me to build discipline and consistency. Before, I lacked the structure of eating right, and I wasn't able to work out because I had no structure. And now, once I started to realize how and why I like to work out and what that gave me and what that did for me, I was able to come up with these things of how it helped, right? So I realized I like working out because I like relationship building. I like being around my teammates, lifting, being in the gym, getting stronger, competing. It was also an emotional release. This is why I do it now. But back then, I didn't know. I lacked consistency, I lacked guidance, I lacked planning. Like I said before, I wasn't groomed to be the best athlete. Yeah, I had trainers, but training is only one aspect of being a great basketball player, being a great athlete, and on getting ripped. Like they say, the abs aren't made in the gym, they're made in the kitchen. So if you have no guidance and the people around you aren't eating well, then you won't be able to get ripped, right? You'll keep doing and eating what they're eating, and you'll kind of be, you know, strong. You might be able to think you're outworking it, but you're honestly not, and you're not really losing weight, getting ripped, or getting fit, or overcoming that greed. So you have to start working on your planning and your consistency. This is me butt naked. I was just taking some modeling pics, you feel me? But how I overcame it and how I got myself on the track to overcoming greed, because it's a constant thing, right? It's not the first time you try to go on a diet. I know you already did it. It's not gonna happen unless you keep doing it and you find tools and resources and guidance and planning to be able to overcome that. And how I did it was I just jumped right in. I was watching a Phil Kofer video. I was watching a Von 2 Cut video. I'm like, yo, these people are so fit. They know, they seem so confident. They have so much energy. They really have all this like charisma and all this life. What are they doing? Like, why is Von 2 Cut yelling at the camera like I do now for 30-40 minutes straight, no cuts, doing push-ups with dreads and saying a whole bunch of philosophical words? I'm like, why is he doing that, and how is he doing that? And not only is that just his healthy ego, but also it's the food that he's eating. And if you look at a Phil Kofer, he does similar workouts to this, the band workouts, the workouts that don't really try to build as much muscle, because with his diet not having as much protein, they're vegan. You have to maintain that muscle and build that muscle with a lot of protein. And the vegan diet, it doesn't really have things that give you quick protein to build muscle quickly. So that's when, you know, the heavy lifting, and obviously there's really strong, big, you know, vegans right out there, but one, they're either taking, you know, they're taking some steroids, or two, they're finding ways and foods, or they're mainly plant-based, or finding other ways, right? There's other ways that you can pack on muscle and pack on weight. Because that's not my goal, I haven't done research. And that should be same for you, right? Being vegan may not be your goal, but being healthy and overcoming greed is. So with that in mind, you need to start researching ways with your diet and with your style of eating, whether you eat meat or not, to reach that goal of either building muscle, getting ripped, slimming down, or packing on some weight. Maybe you're a little bit skinnier and you want to get some more weight on you. It's completely up to you. Don't look at this and say, damn, I have to go on a 30-day vegan fast to stop being greedy and to get ripped. No, this is just what I did. And this is the stuff that I was eating. I was making ramen. This is like buffalo chicken, vegan bread bites, like mozzarella sticks. I was eating a whole lot of pasta, still do, red lentil pasta. And my attempt was for alkaline vegan. Like, I don't want to eat any, you know, alkaline inducing or any foods that are above a certain alkalinity, or that produce mucus or make your body more acidic, right? Because that leads to a whole another list of things. And if that's important to you, and if you are motivated by fear, do your research into some of the things that you're eating and what it causes. But I don't want you guys to be motivated by fear. I want you to be motivated by your goal. So that is where 5 comes in, right? I had a goal. My goal was, you know, after doing my 30-day vegan fast, I'm going to be mainly plant-based. And this is when I was like starving. Like, I just started being vegan. I didn't even know how to cook. I didn't know what to make. I'm like, I'm just going to starve, right? And this is the people that I was looking into, mainly this guy right here in the right corner, Phil Kofer. But take it from your favorite, you know, take it from your favorite people. Chris Paul, I heard he's kind of like an asshole. But, you know, Jalen Brunson, Lewis Hamilton, Venus Williams, just mainly plant-based diets, excuse me. And I'm not here to convince you to be plant-based. I'm here to tell you to set a goal for yourself if you want to get ripped, and have that goal be something, and have that goal be motivated by something that is important to you, right? And don't just do it for girls. Don't just do it for vanity. Don't just do it to look good, but do it for the good reasons, the right reasons, for health, for longevity, to stay alive long enough to see your this and see that, or, you know, set goals and have specific reasons why you want to get ripped, not just for the basic things. And this is some of the things that you guys are probably saying to yourself right now. Don't take it from me, take it from these people, right? You're probably saying like, tomorrow, you know, I did 7 days, 14 days, and I want my body now. I want to lose weight now. Why am I not losing weight now? I don't have time. We just did a 30-minute workout like that. You have 30 minutes. Do it on your lunch break. Do it right after you get off work. Do it right when you wake up in the morning, right? You don't have the discipline. Oh, my mindset is too weak. And this is some of the things that I said to myself too. I'm like, yo, I can't do it, you know? And this is where it gets fun. This is where we break those cycles. Our whole entire lives, we've been telling ourselves, man, I'm not this, I'm not